And Mike Fasano is a former state senator, and he tells me that Florida already has a good law to protect consumers when they buy a car. And tonight he's questioning why the state is not enforcing that law.
I love it. It's pretty.
Trisha Bailey turned to me last week when Carvana told her that after 8 months, it could not legally give her another temporary title for this Nissan Sentra, and she would have to get a rental car until they found the title. This week,
the last I heard, it was a discrepancy and that they don't know when they'll have the title or if they'll have the title.
Trisha says Carvana has now offered to take the car back and let her buy a similar one. But there was a big catch. Prices have gone up and she'd have to pay the difference.
And I explained that this was their issue and they make a lot more money than I do. And so now we're fighting over about $2,700 total.
4 months I've investigated missing titles at Carvana. Without the title, consumers can't register their cars in their names. Florida law gives dealers only 30 days to fork over the title. So far, though, the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles has taken minimal action. So I went to Pasco County tax collector Mike Fasano. His office is responsible for processing vehicle titles.
First of all, Carvana is breaking the law here in the state of Florida. They should be fined.
Fasano says what happened to Trisha is enough on its own to fine Carvana.
It's really disappointing that the state of Florida, the Department of Motor Vehicle, is not fining them.
Fasano, a former state senator, told me his office will reach out to Carvana and to the state. That the state told her, well, they're understaffed. It seems like they're giving Carvana a pass.
That is unacceptable. You do not give a dealer, I don't care if it's whether it's Carvana or the local Ford or Chevy dealer, they should not get a pass. But again, they're breaking the law, and the state of Florida should come down on them hard. And they should either, one, fine them big time or suspend their license in doing any more business in Florida.
I reached out to Carvana again and to state regulators again, and Fasano assured me that he would do the same. Hours later, Trisha called. When Carvana called her with some good news, she tells me that Carvana tells her that they will now give her the car that she wanted and they will take $4,500 off the price.
Well, what about Fasano? Did he have any luck getting in touch with anyone?
Well, he tried all afternoon and he says that he did have some luck. Moments ago, he called me back to say that Terry Rose, the director of the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, emailed him back to say that she will get briefed on this in the morning and it will have her full attention tomorrow. Meanwhile, I have been waiting for a month now on a request with her for an interview. I haven't heard back, but I'm hoping that maybe now she'll be willing to sit down and talk to us about what she's doing to protect consumers.
Especially if she says it has her full attention.
Full attention.
All right. Thank you, Shannon.